just picked up the bike on the island of Gozo, and I know this island quite well, so I just drove around a little bit to get used to the bike. I've heard many bad things about the traffic here. To be honest, so far it hasn't been that bad, but the island is very, very dry. You can see it here. It's like everything is dusty. It hasn't rained in ages, so you kind of have a bit of a layer of dust on the roads, which is slippery. I hope it's not gonna rain, because then it's gonna be madness. And I just wanted to find this first spot to park the bike, take out the camera, and I found this amazing place. This is the bike. It's quite a small, quite a light one, and much lighter than any of the other bikes I've ridden so far. But I think for here it's perfect, because the distances are small. You really have to react a lot to the traffic, so I think like a small, nimble bike like this is perfect. And just look at this spot. It's amazing. Let's go. Just for anyone watching this, I'm a beginner, okay? I got my motorbike license 3 weeks ago. It's wet here. Wow, for summertime, the ocean is wild today. Oh, not only the ocean, also the land. I've been here many times before diving in the water. What is driving through this has not been on our side. Super wild, the ocean, wow. I've never seen waves this strong here. I was planning to go off the road to the rock lines down there, but I think for now I'm gonna stay up to drive down. See how it goes. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, I'm so lucky, I'm so lucky. This is amazing. Maybe I'm gonna stop here. Look at this. It's like the rocks here are forming like a natural wave. This is so beautiful. Wow. Right here. I'm gonna try to continue down here. Wow. Natural wave. I'm gonna try to continue this road down here. I think there's a lighthouse somewhere on a high hill, which I would like to get to. Let's see how it goes. It's super good I'm wearing all of this stuff, because the dust is heavy, and the wind. I really hope that any of these videos turn out nice. Because I've been watching the YouTube channel of this guy, Ecology, that took this bike to the Himalaya. Oh, there's a lighthouse over there, and that's where I would like to end up. And I watch his videos, so that's the inspiration. Luckily the bike is pretty light, so I feel like I can handle it quite well. from my experience of surfing and diving, I feel like the most dangerous part is when you get too confident. And so I'm gonna stay slow, stay humble. Oh, but I'm gonna have to go up here, I think. Speed up a little bit. Okay. Alright, we got this, we got this. We're back on the main road. The next mission is to go up the hill of the lighthouse because I think it's some nice pictures up there. So it's dead end. It's a dead end. But the view is amazing. So I'm just crossing through these houses to see if I find another way up on the other side. I just parked the bike here and I'm gonna do the rest of the way. It's very dry at this time of the year and it probably doesn't look like it, but it's actually very hot. Today a bit less, but it's still around 30 degrees, so pretty hot in all of my gear. Wow. This is unreal. It's beautiful. I did just get a nosebleed because it's so dry here. It's quite hot, but it's mainly super dry, so yeah, looks more dramatic than it is. Wow. Should have expected this. I think the bleeding stopped. It's just after midday. I'm pretty hungry by now. So I think I'm gonna find a place to eat and check how I feel like, and probably gonna cross over to the other island. I'm driving down to the harbor where the ferry leaves over to the main island of Malta. Here? I go to the front.
Yes.
Okay.
Ticket, please.
Ah, sorry.
Go in front.
On the left side? Downstairs, and everyone said you have to tie it up, it's very wavy today. Isn't that right? Looks like it's going to be a bit of a rough crossing. You can see this one here. The little island is Comino, and the big island over there, this is already Malta, so it doesn't take too long. But the thing is, I've never been on a ferry with a bike. I don't know how to tie up a bike on the ferry. So I just asked every person I passed, I said, can you please help me tie up my bike? And they're like, yeah, I'll go there. You can tie it up there. And I said, I don't know how to do it. Please tie it up for me. It's so nice to see that if you ask for people, if you ask people for help, they're just super helpful. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous. I hope the bike doesn't fall down, but I think that part is okay. I'm gonna do a quick check on the maps where I'm actually gonna go, because Malta is 3 times bigger than Gozo, and I don't want to overdo it for today. From here all along there, and I'm sure there are some amazing off-road trails, but first of all I'm feeling that the bike is not very strong, which is kind of nice because it's easier to move, it's not so heavy, but it doesn't have that much power. I also don't know how good the tires are. And I'm feeling quite unsafe with the wind. So I'm gonna sit down for a moment, think, but most probably I'm just gonna head back. So dusty as well. Alright. Short sand road back. Trying to remember where I came from. Maybe we can find a beer. I think I'm heading back. I don't know how to. It was extremely windy, and the driving was way more stressful than here in Gozo. Then I took the ferry over. I had to tie down my bike again, and for which I asked help again. And then I drove across Gozo, and my idea was to get a local snack, a pasticci and a beer with 0 alcohol, and go to a very sheltered beach that I know, because the wind was getting stronger and stronger. But unfortunately I didn't manage to get there, because to drive there I had to go up one of the highest mountains and then kind of like a really steep road down, but the road was closed. So I don't know, it's kind of a whole story in itself. But anyway, I tried around a little bit, didn't really find a different way, and also just being there, the wind was extremely strong. I stopped for a while checking Google Maps, and an elderly man started talking to me, and he said, well, can I help you? I said, well, I was planning to go down to the ocean, but the road is closed, so I don't really know where to go. And he said, yeah, be careful, the wind is getting really strong. He said something about 8. I don't know if that's the strength of the wind. I wasn't really sure, but it was definitely upwards of 50 kilometers per hour. And like I said, I'm a cook. I'm a newbie when it comes to motorbike riding, especially on like half off-road or like close to the ocean where it's really gusty wind. So after trying for maybe another hour or so, I decided to just head back and have a quick dip in the pool here and have my snacks and my beer back here. And yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm super exhausted from the dry wind, the dust, but it was a beautiful day. Let's see what's the plan for tomorrow. Didn't feel like going in the water. I'm thinking about going back over to the north side because I know there's a very, very protected small bay. But the wind today is not as strong as yesterday, but it's still pretty strong. So I think what I'm going to do first is find a coffee.
Oh my god,
it's not that inviting, but it's a very, very cool spot. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful space. It's very unusual to have this strong of wind at this time of the year. Never seen this place like this. There's a proper wave. I think honestly, I think that's surfable. Probably my favorite spot on the island. Here we can see it. The cliffs. And it's on the outermost point of Gozo. Driving through the farmlands. It's not off-roading, it's farm roading, and it's super fun. I realize I don't like going downhill that much, but it's a good challenge while being still inside of my zone of comfort. It's really, really fun. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed my very first motorbike vlog. For sure, I had a really good time. I learned quite a lot just in these 2 days. The main thing is that I really, really enjoy it. And it's so good to do something else. Of course, I come from surfing, and I feel like especially among surfers, we're kind of limited usually. We don't explore so much out of our own lane. And actually I never really identified with the usual doing a surf trip, not doing anything else on the side. I don't know if it's the same for diving, which is the main objective why I'm here on this island, is for free diving. But I feel like when we travel, it's so nice to go out of our own way, explore some more things, engage with the local culture, the local nature in new ways, and not be limited by kind of the main thing that we came here for. And this island is just underwater, but also on land, it's something amazing. So thanks for joining. This was not half as bad as going down